Hello dear students. In this video we will see how to convert any given context-free grammar into Chomsky normal form. So let's see an example where we will learn how to convert CFG into CNF. Just observe the given grammar over here is a context-free grammar, but we want to convert this into CNF. As you know, in CNF the right hand side can contain exactly two non-terminals, or right hand side can contain exactly one terminal. So you can see already this production and this production is already in CNF because a non-terminal is deriving exactly one terminal. A derives C is the production, and a non-terminal B is deriving exactly one terminal small d. So both of them are already in CNF. But observe, this particular production is not in CNF because the right hand side have to be exactly two non-terminals. So how you convert this CFG into CNF is that it's very easy. You just keep introducing new non-terminals. Just check, introduce new non-terminals. As I go on writing, you will know what I mean by saying these sentences. Look, I am revising this production as S derives x1, x2, where x1 and x2 are the two new non-terminals I have introduced. Okay, but as x1 is a non-terminal, I should have some derivation for x1, what x1 derives and what x2 derives. Correct? Now what I will say is, as S was giving me AABB, I will call this portion as x1 and I will call the other portion as x2. So according to my definition, x1 is AA and x2 is BB. Just check. Now just tell me, isn't this S derives x1, x2, isn't this in the form of CNF? Yes, because right hand side has two non-terminals. But these two productions are still not in CNF because the right hand side is not exactly two non-terminals or exactly one terminal. Let's come to the other. Now this production A derives CC. What we can do is we can write this as A derives x3 followed by A. See, this non-terminal I have kept as it is, capital A. But instead of C, I have introduced one new non-terminal x3, and I can easily write x3 derives small c. You can see this x3 is nothing but small c. That's what I am claiming. So writing this as x3 followed by a means c followed by a because x3 derives c. What remains is a derives c. This particular production is already in CNF and b derives d is already in CNF. Let's go to next step. Now this is in CNF, this is in CNF. A derives C, B derives D is in CNF, but X1 derives AA is not in CNF. So what do you do about this? X derives X1, X2, A derives X3A, A derives C, B derives D. Now look at X1. X1 derives A followed by A, but I want exactly two non-terminals on the right. So what I will do is I'll say x1 derives x4 followed by a. This is a new non-terminal where x4 is going to give me small a. Look at this, x2 derives bb. Now I will write this as x2 derives capital B, already one non-terminal. This small b I will call it as x5. Just check, the right hand side now contains exactly two non-terminals. By the way, x3 already derived c. Just check, x3 already derived c. But what does x4 derive? Observe here, x4 derives small a, and x5, this x5 derives small b. Just check this. Now all the productions are in the form of CNF. So this is the CNF for the given CFG. We did nothing. We just kept on introducing non-terminals so that the right hand side contains only two non-terminals or a single terminal. Okay, let me revise this. I'll write the same grammar again and I'll resolve the same problem. Okay, what is the grammar given? S derives A B B, A B B, followed by A derives A derives CA, followed by A derives C and B derives D. A derives C and B derives D. Now we know that these two are in CNF already, but these two aren't. So what we said last time, let's call this as x1 AA and this BB as x2. There is no such rule. I mean, what you can do is you can say S derives. You can call this portion, watch, these three symbols together as x1. Okay, and x2 remains to be B. X2 is B. Just check out what is x1 now. According to you, x1 is AAB and x2 is small b. Note, x2 is already in CNF, but x1 isn't. Okay, what about A derives CA? You can write this as x3 followed by A, and you will be calling x3 as C. This is already in CNF, and A derives C and B derives D is already in CNF. Now, these two are in CNF, this is in CNF, this is in CNF, this isn't. So what can you do? You can call this AA as x4, followed by capital B is of course there. So revising this, we get S derives x1, x2 already in CNF, A derives x3A already in CNF, A derives small c, B derives D, then x1 derives, you can say x4 followed by B. Okay, and what is x4? According to you, x4 is AA. Just observe, x4 is AA, and x2, as you know, is B, and x3 is C. Now everything is in CNF. Everything is in CNF except this. So what? You can call this A as x phi. So this will be x phi and x phi will determine A. Everything now is in CNF. See, this is the another answer. This is the CNF we got for the given CFG, which is different from the CNF we got for the same grammar. It depends on how you are replacing and how many symbols are you replacing with non-terminal in each step. But that's the way how you convert any CFG to CNF. Thank you very much.